what's to look forward to this year? Well, same old, same old. I mean, Bigfoot is real, and so are ass beatings, and they're going to be, it will be happening.
Hello everyone, we are here today with the champion and the challenger, or the champion and the challenger, the way you look at it.
It don't make no difference.
But anyway, we're going to start off a new year in 2019 with the fishing championship. It's back on the line. And we're going to start off with Papa said, Pop, there anything you expect from fishing in 2019?
I will catch more fish. I see. I hadn't bass fish in 25 years, but you know, I don't go fishing by myself no more. So Chris, he won't crappie fish, and I have to bass fish. And first year I done so. In the second year I started picking up a little bit. The next year is the third year. I got 60 years experience on these. They're just babies. I got 60 years on my fishing experience. They will see what's going on. I just, at the last of the season last year, I started picking up and picking up and picking up. And the last day we fished, I learned something I'm not going to share with nobody. And I put the smackdown on. Big fish, and a lot of them. And I'm going to let it pass it over to the champ now. But the video will be coming out when he quits paying Arthur not to show it. So I'm going to pass it over to him and he can talk on it.
When it gets the cat's out of the bag, I'm broke down. I ain't got no money. I can't keep paying you. It's gonna be what's to look forward to this year? Well, same old, same old. I mean, Bigfoot is real, and so are ass beatings, and they're going to be, it will be happening. And we'll show more techniques this year on how to, where to, and when to. Yep. And yeah, no cry zone. Arthur be running trolling motor.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be sitting in the back eating all the honey buns. As you see, I need them. It will be a different year. You won't even recognize the boat this year because you'll have the seating arrangement will change somewhat.
You will notice a seating change this year.
But the championship belt won't change.
Ooh.
Just letting you know. That's a heads up.
Well, Paul, how do you feel about that? The championship not going to change any this year.
Well, I understand from what I learned the other day that the championship belts at Arthur Thomas Pridgen the fourth's house. He said he went fishing with Uncle Chris the other day. This is exact words he told me. I'm not going to exaggerate. He said the way he looked at it was both of them caught a fish. His was the biggest. Belt went home with him. He is the champion, and he intends to keep it.
You're reigning and defending and undisputed fishing champion of the world, right?
But see, Chris don't have the front of the boat now. He's don't have the front of the boat, and he's got a brand new casting reel. So he's gonna be backlash all the time. And I sat in the middle seat. I got the advantage over all of them. I get while he's untangling and running the trolling motor, I get first cast and everything. And Chris will get second cast. And
It don't matter. It don't really matter.
and I'm gonna tell you what, I can whack and stack them. I learned the deal last year, late. It was late in the season, but I learned what to do.
Has he learned now or caught along anything as of the past year on Chris?
I don't know. It's just like when youngers learn how to swim, they do find you to get you to deep end of the pool, man, and things just start to go downhill from there.
Yes, sir.
Well, let me tell you this. We got a dipping sauce. It says dip it in, and it's something that causes your tail of your worm and just gives it a little flash. But we've added something to it. We've added a special sauce. We put our special sauce in with some of that dipping sauce, and it's got a lot of scent in it. And I'm gonna tell you what, if you didn't screw the cap back on it, you be in trouble. You just put a little on that worm, throw him out there, put that screw cap back on real quick. And we can tear him up.
It's dangerous, folks. It's dangerous. Yeah, you put it away. If you get it on your hand, don't stick your hand over to wash it off.
That's it. That's it.
He might get got.
I think that's one reason we've been catching a lot of old gremlins on that scent stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That could be a reason we've been catching more of them than average people do.
Well, you got to go where they are too. Like more, more they are in one spot, the worse it is.
Yeah, but some of them swamps and beaver ponds and sloughs and stuff we fish, people, are scared of cottonmouths. And we you gotta put it with everything to get where you want to get.
Well, I noticed this much about bowfin. Bowfin can live in some shallow water. Low oxygen in the whole 9 yards, he can thrive.
Well, how does a 5-pound bass strike a bait in 3 inches of water? They don't look at 3 inches. And then probably, you seen it, I've seen it.
I've seen it before.
If there's no water to cover him, he'll get up in it.
That's it.
I don't think he can get 3 inches of water though. He'd be on the side if he was 5 pounds.
Well, that's how
I found that thick.
that's how deep the water looked to it got down to that mossy looking stuff.
Yeah. So,
If it was 3 inches of water, 5 pounds would be on the side. You want to get to it, flopping to get to it.
But I bet-
That's how good that sauce is. It's
I bet-
sauce is damn good. And he on the side trying to get it.
How many bass over 5 pound you reckon was caught last year?
We caught some pretty ones last year, didn't we?
I mean some giants.
We lost some mules. Pop had one, the pure two tore all the dang weeds, kicked the mud up, spun the boat around, pulled off, and laughed at us.
I don't know where he was, but he was a giant.
That was a freight train, that wasn't even a fish.
Boom!
And that's on braid, y'all.
I know, it's on brave. Good gracious.
Fish in dirty water, shallow water, and that thing hit that thing like a tank and the thing went all the way back to the truck. Matter of fact, it still might be going. I don't think the fish knew he was hooked the first 2 or 3 minutes.
Anyway, it's still a hole in the water wherever he left.
Ain't kid.
I know, and we caught a lot, as you call it, hog snatcher. So any definition of a hog snatcher, Uncle Chris, is a giant, isn't he?
A hog snatcher?
Yeah.
Definition of a hog snatcher?
Yeah.
It's about 6 foot tall, 241 pounds, with dark hair. Fish magnet.
I'm gonna tell you what, the truth. I can say one thing about bass fishing, I've learned. You ain't got no grass, you ain't got no bass.
That's the name of the game.
Well, me and Chris went to a place last year, and I bet we caught, between me and him, caught 50 or 60 bass, and every one of them was 10 inches.
Yeah.
I've sit on a grass flat on a Roanoke River with one little finger no wider than a dang serving table, and caught 106 in one spot.
Wow.
106 in one spot, pre-fishing for a tournament. Went back next week and you couldn't even catch a fish.
There you go.
But what do you think about the places we got? Remember me and you went to this lake. I ain't gonna call it Lingman Lake, and me and you were spearminting a little bit, and we were doing some catfishing, and we fished. And what did you get out of that? What I got out of it, if we'd have stayed out on the edges of the big water and fished in grass flats, we'd have caught a bunch of bass.
Oh, we could have slayed them. Yeah, it's amazing. The sad part about it is you go fishing and you're so in tune about doing what you want to do and catch them how you want to catch them that you don't want to change. You go home, the little bell goes off about 9:30 at night. Every time you're trying to doze off, you're setting the hook and the bell goes off. Man, I am so stupid. Can't believe I did that.
Yes, sir.
And unfortunately, you don't think about it till about 2 days later. I mean, it's nice when you can put the puzzle together while you're on the water, but it makes you want to kick yourself 2 days later when you finally figure it out.
Yes, sir. That's how.
And then the weather won't cooperate so you can get back, or the wife won't cooperate so you can go back.
You can't get a hall pass. You
They get all that.
can't get a hall pass.
So,
Now, Arthur, I'm gonna leave this next talking point up to you. I want you to go over what you told me the other day, cause you got the belt at your house.
here's the deal. I had to break it down to you like this, everybody. So, Chris and I went to this lake. I think what was it, last week, and it was cold and everything and all that.
And it's not running.
It's not running, and Chris caught this dink fish about that size.
Oh, wait a minute.
How long was yours?
Mine was about that long.
Oh, you must be measuring the shot.
And then you had this thing where you thought you were point shaved for the 11th time.
That was point shade bad, man. You saw the NFL this week. You saw it. Where don't you see it now?
I know.
You can see it in NASCAR, man. You see the ones that got you see all the cheating in NASCAR. That's why nobody wants to watch sports no more. I guarantee you this. You come watch us, we'll be having a good time, enjoying one another. We'll pick at one another.
Yeah.
And whatever we catch is real.
It is real.
And on occasion, we will eat one. That's real too.
It's really real.
That's real too.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot of money, I have to eat the fish.
Yeah.
Buddy.
It's rough.
You know what they say about fishing? You give a man a fish, and he'll feed him for a day. You give him a fishing pole, you feed him for life. You give him a shotgun and some bullets, and feed him for life.
A man told me to give him a shotgun and a bullet, he'd go take your fish. And your fishing pole.
Speaking.
But we're gonna start. We can't hardly wait for it to get warm enough to go.
Oh my goodness! And speaking.
All we gotta do is just get all we need is the water temperature to get it to 50 degrees. 55 would be perfect.
55 would be perfect. I'd say about second week of March we should be. Oh man, second week of March we're gonna be fighting everybody, and everybody's gonna want us to do something, and we're gonna have 10,000 things to do, and I'm gonna say, yeah, forget y'all.
We gotta get your porch done,
I'll get that done by next week.
and we did. If y'all let me get that carpet in tomorrow, I'll be through with all I gotta do.
I'll put your carpet in a minute, it don't take long. I'll put your carpet in about an hour.
The last topic we're going to talk about is, so going into the year, you had 10 winning streak record. You won 10 in a row. And Pop, you broke the streak earlier that year. So, Chris and Pops, will you have a winning streak or will you have a winning streak?
I don't have a streak, whether it's winning or losing or eating.
I'll take the belt from everybody the first time we go.
So you're going to have a beat down on this year, you're going to be the new champion, and
Who?
you're going to be the champion.
I will hold the belt longer than anybody else will this year.
Well, that's a powerful statement.
That is a powerful statement.
Powerful statement. Take it into the deep end of the boat.
Well, if Arthur gets the front of the boat, instead of keeping it sideways, if he gets it like this, I don't know what happens.
Remember this, when you run in front of the boat, you don't get to catch half as much as everybody else.
All right.
Run half the boat, you gotta do that, run the boat and pick backlashes out, so you won't fish.
You won't fish damn bit, son.
All right, you want the front of the boat, Papa? You just one spot away.
I would run it if it was necessary, but I don't really care about it. If I'll never win the belt, I don't want the front of the boat.
Yeah, I gotta modify my boat now just so I can run trolling on my white boat. I gotta cut a piece of metal and light line just so I can make me a bracket.
All right, that was it for the fishing tournament.
I got the tool to cut it with, and I can bend it. We gotta take that thing back this week.
I'll take it back Friday.
And Papa and Chris, before we sign off, you guys shake hands to solidify that the fishing belt will be on the line.
It'll be on the line. You need to get your hand in here because you're the one that got it.
But everybody,
Yours is in here.
All right, it is settled. Papa Sam versus Uncle Chris versus Arthur for 2019. Board with a gremlin. A troll fish. Goodness gracious. He is huge. The river monster is already 1-0.